police one where you remember where that guy takes cocaine, then he gets hella hyper and wants to
I
fight
remember that
everyone.
scene. I remember that.
I
Why?
have never watched it.
Are you actually serious, Juan?
Oh my god. Every move as a freak. I didn't know that. I was a little mad at you guys. Like, why do you guys think you're supposed to on time? Like, it's a movie. And then I realized there's like a 30 minutes freaking advertisement stuff.
Okay. Hello, all of you beautiful people on the planet Earth. Welcome back to Apartment 308 Podcast. I'm your host, Brian, as always, and welcome back to the show called Remember That? This is a show where me and a couple friends were just gonna get nostalgic and talk about some of our favorite memories and all that stuff. For tonight's topic, we're just gonna go with a pretty simple and basic one. We're gonna talk about our favorite movies, and what better way to talk about movies than with two people that's seen a whole bunch of movies somehow. So coming back to the apartment, we got Ivan and Juan. Welcome, boys. How you doing? Yeah, the boys are here.
What's good?
Yeah, how you boys doing today? How we doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah. What he said.
Oh, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah, so anyways, guys, we're gonna go around, we're gonna do our top 5 favorite movies. We would do top 9, but that would take too long for the episode. We're gonna do top 5 instead. Yeah, so basically we're gonna share each other's top 5 favorite movies, talk about them, roast them, and yeah. If you guys want to listen more to our take on movies, make sure you subscribe to Apartment 38 over on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff. And if you're listening on audio only, whether it be on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, please give us a like and a follow. It would appreciate it a lot for all of us here. Alright, gentlemen, are you ready to share your movies?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's jump into it. But, okay, so before we get into our top 5 movies, just one quick question is, what type of movies do you guys usually watch or like to watch?
Lady first, let's go one.
What the?
I think you're confusing me with you. As you may, madame.
Okay,
You go first one.
You can go first, madame.
Okay.
He's already owned up to it.
My favorite type of films, I don't know, it could be I like sci-fi films because I grew up watching Marvel's movies.
Hell yeah.
And, all of those special effects is so cool. And I'm dreaming of making some of them in the future, one day.
Yeah, especially for you, since you are studying film right now in college.
Yeah. But, as I study film, since a couple years ago, I think my, I don't know, my ideas, towards to making films has slightly changed a little bit. At the beginning, I just, I was thinking about making, those special effects, some shit, and it's because it's cool. And then I realized that film is not just to looking cool. It's not just for entertainment. It means a lot. It could be this person's whole life. It's the stuff you're struggling right now, the emotions you want to deliver. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just more as when I go in more deeper in this area. I just felt the other type of films is also amazing. Yes, for now I'm more enjoying watching those experimental films. You can tell that the filmmakers what kind of emotions and stuff the filmmakers trying to deliver. So it's pretty amazing.
Nice. Alright, Juan, what type of movies do you like watching?
It's a good question. It's all over the place. I watch pretty much everything. You remember how in the dorm we would just put a random movie and just watch it all?
Yeah, back then in 308 we just watched a random movie you decide to put.
Yeah, that's how it
Don't
is.
girlfriend.
Oh, Ivan, you're gonna get so mad when you take a look at me and Juan's movie lists. But yeah, I remember so many times back then, majority of the films we watched back in the room, Juan, it was mostly like foreign films, like from Korea, from Japan, even ones from like Taiwan and China. But they were good though. They were really good. And for me, I don't know. For me, typical films I usually go for. I mean, I like one with like a very kind of interesting story. I like movies where they really develop their characters a lot. Like even it could be like those cheesy films where it's like, oh, guy needs to beat up the bad guy, so he goes through this giant training arc within like an hour of the movie. Like I kind of like when they build a lot of character development in the movies. So that's what I usually pay attention to. So with that, that's everyone's basically their taste in movies. So now we're gonna show off each other's list of movies. So what's gonna happen right now, guys, is that I have this wheel up and it has all three of our names. So we're just gonna choose a random order of who goes first. And I also have everyone's list of top 5 movies. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for me to spin the wheel to see who goes first?
Let's go.
All right.
It's gonna be Peppa Pig.
There's only 3 of us, and the first person for their movie. Oh, it's Juan. It's you, buddy.
Let's go, lady first. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so Juan's top 5 favorite movies. There's Miracle in Cell 7, Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, Memories of a Murderer, Extreme Job, and Our Times.
Yeah.
I've seen majority of these films you posted.
That's because we all watched them together.
We all did. Oh man, all right. I guess Juan, like how? Okay, my question for you is, Juan, how the fuck do you know so many of these foreign films? How do you know them?
To be honest, that's a good question. I just watch anything and everything. If I like it, I show it to other people.
Yeah, because I was looking over your list. I'm like, 4 of these are Korean, and one of them isn't. I think is it Taiwanese or Chinese?
Taiwan.
Okay, so we're just gonna go over this. Okay, so why do you like Miracle in Cell 7? We gotta give the viewers context.
It's a sad movie. If you like sad movies and want to cry, this is the one.
It's
very sad.
So sad, bro.
If you want to know what it's about, I'll give you a short summary. It's about like a guy who has a mental disability and he has a young daughter, but something happens which puts him in jail, and they think he murdered someone, so they put him on the death trial, and it goes from there.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh yeah, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but we may or may not say a whole bunch of spoilers for the movies we posted. So if you guys haven't watched any of the movies we're about to say, then go ahead and, click away from the video. But, if you don't really care about spoilers, just keep listening. So yeah, dude, I remember when you first showed this to me, I was legit about to cry because of that fucking ending. That ending, oh yeah. Dude, you made all of us cry. Ivan, Ivan, you were here watching that movie, right? Where the father was in jail with the daughter?
Yeah, I just can't watch it like towards to the end. I just can't.
You fucking bitched out, dude.
I can't. I just can't watch this type of film. Like I will literally just start crying, watering.
Yeah, but honestly, it's a really good film. I really liked how everyone was put together in this film. It's so weird too because this movie is also getting so many different adaptations across so many different countries. Like, I think the Philippines is also making their own movie on this. And I think there's a European version too, but I can't remember. But yeah. All right. So
you want to know what also is messed up about this movie?
Well, wait, what was?
It's based on a true story.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, when you see something like this, like it's actually a true story, like that's really sad. But yeah. Juan, there is that one joke in our room, remember? Fuck Sailor Moon. Fuck Sailor Moon. For anyone that doesn't understand, go watch it. Alright, so next up you also had Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, another Korean film. What made you think this is part of your top 5?
I wanted to watch it with everyone, and then MK was like, you know what, just show it to them. They're gonna be scared.
Oh yeah. Dude, it was so creepy when we watched it. Like the fucking ping pong ball, dude.
It's not also that we watched it like very loud, so it was more scary.
It was. For so for the summary of this film, it's basically like those typical like ghost hunter type of like shows, but make it into like a movie. They go to like this old asylum that was, I believe, from the Korean Japan War. So because people say it's haunted, so we're like, you know what, fuck it, let's go look inside. So they go in, and yeah, like 6 random like teenagers go in, just fucking Scooby Doo that shit. But of course, there's a lot of death in it. So,
It was a good movie though. It was scary,
oh yeah, it was very scary, dude. Okay.
especially at the last. Like you remember when she's in the forest and her eyes turn like dark and she starts speaking very fast.
Dog, that scarred the shit out of me, bro. Or like when the boss also decided to search for the kids, and he got caught too at the very end. That one was scary. Okay, a quick question for both of you: how well can you handle scary movies?
I can handle it very well.
I can be somewhat of a bitch when it comes to watching scary movies.
I mean, I can watch it like when people's around. Like if I'm alone, fuck no.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like scary movies is better with a group than just watching it by yourself.
Yeah, like sometimes when you watch it with a group, like it will immediately become like a funny show.
So next up, I don't think you've ever showed this one, Juan, but you also said Memories of a Murder. What was this one?
Memories of a Murder. So it's based on a true story. It's a South Korean movie which happened in like the late 80s. So it's about a person finds a dead person near the ditch and they call the detectives and they try to search for the case, but they never find them. But the crazy part about this movie, like towards the end, there's this little girl that goes where the ditch is. And like, oh, there is a man here. He said that he killed her. And the detective will ask her, oh, how did he look like? And he said, oh, he looked like you.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
So what she meant by that is that it can be anyone. It can look like a normal person.
Oh my gosh, damn.
But that movie is like, it messes with your mind. It makes you like think.
Dude, I actually, that movie sounds interesting. It's supposed to be like another like horror film, or just like
just like a detective movie, like mystery, case solving.
Okay, now that's pretty cool. I'm gonna skip this next movie because I know Ivan has a lot to say about this one, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about Extreme Job. Bro, Extreme Job was actually really funny for a Korean movie.
That is true, especially the chicken part.
Dude, Korean fried chicken. I feel like because of that movie specifically, Korean fried chicken probably got popular. So, for anyone that doesn't know this movie, Extreme Job, another Korean film that Juan somehow found out, is that there are these undercover cops trying to stop some criminal organization, and the way they go undercover, they decided to open a fried chicken restaurant that may or may not gone too far. Dude, like the comedy in this one felt really funny. Like compared to most American films, this one actually made me laugh a lot.
But I don't know how Ivan felt about it.
Wait, which one?
The Extreme Job.
Extreme Job?
It's the Korean film with the cops and the chicken.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Ivan was there watching it. I think it was just you, me, and our two other friends at that time, Juan. But yeah,
I think Ivan was there because Ivan was like, oh, the camera doesn't look right, that you can see it through the...
What?
That does sound like an Ivan thing to say for him being a film student.
Wait, which one?
It's the police one where you remember where that guy takes cocaine, then he gets hella hyper.
I remember that scene. That scene.
I completely forgot about it.
But yeah, that one was honestly a good, funny movie. Again, would recommend that you guys watch it. And then last one, this is the only film that's not Korean that Juan put on here, but it's a Taiwanese film called Our Times, which he and Ivan have watched over and over again.
Oh my god.
I remember that I watched it in the dorm by myself, and Ivan comes. He's like, "How the fuck you know this movie?"
Dude, you surprise everyone by knowing so many of these foreign films.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this is like one of my childhood memories, like high school era.
Yeah, I think he came out around high school time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so old.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, but what's the movie about? Because I only watched it like halfway with you guys that one time.
One, you could give a summary.
It's about I don't know how to explain it. Ivan knows better.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to explain it either. Like,
From what I remember, it's basically this nerd type girl is falling towards the class president or something, and then the school bully or something like that.
yeah, so she likes this school president, like, you know, like this
Popular
good
guy.
like this good boy. It's one of the top guy like in the class, no, in the school. And then there's the other guy. It's kind of like a bully guy. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, it's a love story. And yeah.
Typical Asian love triangle type of drama in a
Yeah,
movie.
kind of like that. Yeah, but mostly it's between the bully guy and the girl.
It's a fun story because it actually breaks my heart. Because as soon as she starts falling in love with the bad boy
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
another girlfriend, and she gets super sad.
Oh, I don't think I was there for that part. Like I said, I like watched it halfway with you guys.
Typical.
Typical, man. Shut the hell up.
No, we're talking about the film.
I thought you were talking about me.
the story plot, like the storyline, the plots is, I don't know.
Alright, so those are Juan's top 5 favorite films. Now we still have me and Ivan, so let's go back to the wheel real quick. And let's spin. Oh god, please don't let it be me. Oh thank god. It's Ivan's turn now.
Okay.
Let's see. So for Ivan's top 5 favorite movies, he put Spirited Away, Interstellar, The Godfather Part 1, the first Iron Man film, and then he couldn't pick a 5th one, so he just had me write etc.
Yeah, there's a film called ETC.
ETC. All right, Ivan. So let's talk about your 5, or technically 4 favorite films. So first up, you put Spirited Away. That's a class.
Yeah.
It's a classic film. You can't go wrong with Spirited Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away is my all-time favorite movie, and also animated movie, because I grew up watching it. I still remember the first time I watched it when I was like 6 or 7. I watched it with my mom, and because my mom is a huge fan of animation and all the animated films too, so I'm kind of inspired by her. So I mean, like the first impression of watching that film is like those gorgeous landscape, like you have to say, like, you have to put your thumbs up, like, to Miyazaki-san of his
Definitely.
his fantastic artwork of those beautiful views, and also the characters design, like, it's just amazing. And as because of that film, it just make me really want to go to have a trip to Japan. Yeah, which was finally became true last year. I mean, the year before last year.
You're so lucky, bro. I should have went as soon as possible.
Anyway, for that film, so yeah, I start have this interest of, like, interested in. I start having interest, this interest. Fuck English. I start paying attention to, like, animation, and that's why I took both of the animation classes.
Quack quack.
So because I want to learn how to do animation, and and all that starts from Spirited Away.
Oh yeah, like you gotta give like a lot of Japanese animators credit, because especially for the time this was released, like they had to hand draw like almost every frame.
Yeah. That's why it looks so good. It's not like, I don't know, computer job. It's actually made by hand.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for any of you guys listening, who hasn't seen Spirited Away?
Me,
Get that. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I
Why?
have never watched it.
Are you actually serious, Juan?
Oh my god. Remove as a friend.
I'm just kidding. Of course, I watched it. Studio Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli.
Alright, so for your second movie, Ivan, you also put in Interstellar. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen this movie.
Oh, dude.
You should watch it.
What was this movie about? I might have seen it, like, earlier, but I don't remember.
Again, I can't give a summary because my language skills is too bad. Anyway, it's a sci-fi film. And it's talking about blah 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 blah.
Face.
Space.
Yeah, it's talking about space.
That's it, just space.
Yes. Anyway, the Earth is dying in the future. It's like after like 20 years, no, 40 years from now, and then I can't remember what years it is, but like in the near future, the Earth is dying, and the mankind, they to keep the civilizations lasting longer, and they have to like go find other planets and like more resources, and so our main character is on this job and go to space. So yeah, it's just talking about how he went to space and how like relationship between like his family and anything. Yeah. Anyway, this film is just so good, and as I said earlier, I love sci-fi films.
You really
And-
do.
Yeah, and then I'm really curious about like what's out there in the space, like in the universe. So this film actually it tells me so much. Like it just bring out my curiosity about everything. So I'm thankful for this film too.
Do you remember how long ago when you first saw this?
Oh, I saw it like on the first day it came out. I watched it with my parents in the theater.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was young.
So basically, you would say this was one of the films that kind of inspired your film career pursuit, or pursuit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
film career. Yeah.
It's like it's taking a big part.
So the next movie you also put up here, you put The Godfather Part 1.
Oh yeah, The Godfather, man.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've never seen any of the Godfather movies.
Hell out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
I've never seen any of the Godfather movies.
I mean, it's hard to watch because I don't know, it came out, it's like super,
70s.
yeah, it's like an old film. I mean, I
Oh, yeah,
understand
it's really
people
old.
can't watch it, yeah.
So
But speaking of film major, this is the film that you kind of have to watch.
Really?
Because it's a textbook film.
textbook film, really?
Yeah, it's a textbook film. It's like I love it so much for the in the screenwriting, like for the I don't know the storyline, the rhythm control, like everything. It's so good, and also the lighting. The lighting is so good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that there's like even though you put on YouTube and you type a lighting techniques or lighting skills, and 80% of the YouTubers gonna bring up like one scene, at least one scene of
And it's this
of the
Godfather. But
Yes.
what's the scene in the Godfather? Do you remember?
It's mostly I think it's one of the beginning scene of the Godfather himself in the room, which is the poster that you put on there.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
scene.
Oh,
Yeah, so
sorry.
there's the top line. The reason why it's so good is because you can tell, like you can literally just tell like who this person, like his personality and who he is, how powerful this man could be, like by just looking at the light.
Oh yeah, like definitely, like the lighting in this poster is very well done. Especially
Yeah.
especially I can tell like it's a really old film because of the yellow color we got going on here. But it's also
Yeah, kind of.
but it does also fit like the whole kind of mafia gangster type thing.
And also like you see how his eyes is like all dark.
Yeah, that's how you know he's fucking serious.
Yeah, it's badass.
Like he's ready to kill you right now.
Exactly.
All right, Ivan, why haven't you pay up your debt, huh? Why haven't you pay
Huh?
up your debt?
What you talking about?
Yeah, Juan, you've seen Godfather too, right?
I never seen the first one. I seen the second one.
Oh, you started with
Oh,
part. Isn't part two like a prequel to the first movie or to part one?
Yeah, they
yes.
said that the second one is the best movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
me, I
see.
like the part one more, is because like
It's just a classic.
yeah, it's a classic, and I have like watched so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I supposed to hate it because it's like it's in the class, like it's everywhere. But I definitely learned tons from this film.
Oh yeah. All right. So your fourth film, you put in the first Iron Man movie, which was the
Oh, yeah.
start of the MCU universe.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So
Yeah,
the first Iron Man was actually really good for starting off
Yeah.
this cinematic universe.
okay. To be honest, I was debating like with myself, like which film should I put on there. It's either the first Iron Man movie or it's the first Spider-Man movie.
Are you talking about with Tobey Maguire?
Yes.
What's funny enough, we're recording this just like I think the day of the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man
The
movie.
trailer.
Yeah, with Doc Ock and like everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So why do you have a crush on Tony Stark?
Oh. I have a huge crush on Tony Stark. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I just love. I don't know. I watched this when I was like super young, like when I was a kid. Still remember I couldn't go to the theater watch this because I had like an exam on the other day. My parents just like fucking as the Asian parents, no. You're gonna stay in your room and put out the book and start reading every single words and try to remember every single words, and so that you can get a good so that you can get a good grades on your exam like the other good kids. I'm like, yes, mom. But I was still pretty sad about it. Like I really want to like go to the theater and watch it, but I didn't really get a chance. Yeah, and then I watched it like on a TV like later on, and it was mind blowing. And but it's still like kind of mad about like I couldn't go to the theater and watch it.
Right.
Yeah, it was just like I said, it's another sci-fi films and another beginning. Like kind of put this little film seat in my little brain when I was a kid.
Your little brain.
Yeah, it's like, bro, look at those special effects. So damn cool.
Oh
Wish I
my
could
god,
do that
it's
one day.
Iron Man.
Yeah, it's Iron Man. A man with iron. Oh, shit.
But
Yeah, so it's another beginning. I don't know, it's kind of inspired me to walk on this road.
it's because of this movie we got that ending in Avengers Endgame where he just says, I am
yeah.
Iron Man." Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Steve Rogers. I'm Groot.
Hey, whoa, Ivan, shut up. That you can't say that on the show. All right. And so for your last quote unquote movie, you put etc.
Yeah. So the reason why I just can't pick another one, I'm not even sure the Iron Man movie could be my top 5 because I love so many films. The reason why I put it's extra here is because I am thankful for all the films that I've watched because more or less I learned something from them, and it made me, the person, it made who I am right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they supported me on this road of making films and studying films and made my life better, to be honest. Yeah, and all the information and all the emotions that I got from those films, it's just keep inspiring, like English. It just keep inspiring me. So that's why I put extra. So I'm grateful for all the film that I watched.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so these are Ivan's top, well, technically 4 films. Before we get to mine, I do want to ask you guys kind of like a random thing, just out of nowhere. Is that do you guys have any like fun stories or memories from when you watch movies in the theaters or with friends?
God, I just got one thing to say
What is it?
about American theater. For the 30 minutes advertisements and whatever it is before the film, it's just so mind blowing. Like, what the fuck? Like, because okay, so speaking of like where I from in China, like we don't have that. It's on time, or there's like a 5 minutes short. I don't know, like advertisement or like trailers playing and telling you shut the fuck up in the film, and that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the thing with America, Ivan. We love product placement too much. I remember that one time we decided to go see Weathering with you, and then
Oh yeah.
yeah, you got to the theater early. Me and the other guy, we were late. But when you told us, like, oh, you said the movie was like at 6:20, and
Yeah.
me and my friend were still on the freeway, still like 15 minutes out. So we're like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, the movie's about to start. And then you text me saying, oh, it's not starting yet. There's still like 3 more ads. I'm like, all right, we got time. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at the beginning, I didn't know that. I was a little mad at you guys. Like, why do you guys like, you're supposed to on time? Like, it's a movie. And then I realized there's like a 30 minutes freaking advertisement stuff.
Okay, to be fair, you didn't tell us specifically which movie theater to go to, because we went to the one we went to the one that was down the street from our school, but you didn't tell us. Oh, it's in this town, not in that town.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck, we gotta book it. All right. Oh, Juan, remember that time we watched Frozen 2?
Oh no.
With the pinata.
Pinata.
The pinata kept coming up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We can't talk about it because I don't think it's okay to even talk about it here. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. That fucking pinata.
There's a pinata in Frozen 2, but nobody knows.
I don't think anyone can know. It's because of Frozen 2, Juan. You kept singing "Lost in the Woods."
Yeah. Oh, that was my favorite song from that movie.
That song and the way it was animated was so funny.
I kept singing it to Ivan, but I was like, I have another lover.
Man.
All right. Oh, I have one more funny film or movie story. This was one of the Transformers movies I went to go watch with my old friends from middle school, and I remember this one time, like, there was a scene where it was showing the reveal of like Optimus Prime, like he was still alive or something in his truck form, and then right behind me and my friends, we just hear this kid go, "Oh my god, it's Optimus Prime!" Oh, and my friend got mad. It's like, "Shut the fuck up, kid."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there should be like shut the fuck up, like warning before the movie instead of like 30 minutes of advertisement.
I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah, again, America, we love product placement. We love corporations that take over the first 15 minutes of the film. Alright, and last but not least, we got my top 5 favorite movies. And for me, I had a criteria for each one, so I wanted to put an anime film, a Korean film, a Marvel film, a Disney film, and some other animated films. So here are my top 5 favorite movies. Oh god, Ivan, you're gonna judge me so hard on one of them.
Jesus Christ!
Mortal Kombat?
No, so I put so I put A Silent Voice, Be With You, the Korean version, the first Captain America movie, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and then Kung Fu Panda. The first Kung Fu Panda.
Leaving the chat.
Okay, let me explain myself first. When I was a kid and my dad took me to go see Kung Fu Panda, I had so much fun with it as a kid. I just liked it. And Jack Black in that movie actually did pretty well in it somehow. Despite how probably racist this movie was.
Ay.
Look, I was debating between Kung Fu Panda or another movie, but like Kung Fu Panda came first to mind. But yeah, like as a kid, yeah, but no, really though, like as a kid, like watching Kung Fu Panda, like the animation for the fight scenes were so good, and like I said earlier, like I'm a sucker for those like cheesy like development arcs for for any character. So the way Poe was training to become the Dragon Warrior in that movie, I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, beside all those cool stuff, but in this movie it's nothing but concrete, the typical stereotype against the fucking Asian people. I mean, typically Chinese. Every single Chinese can kung fu.
Listen, like I said, like as a kid, I did not pay attention to how probably racist this movie was, but
Oh
still.
yeah, because it's unconsciously planted in your little brain.
I don't know, but I have to say, like I enjoyed it as a kid, but looking back on it, I'm just like, yeah, this was. I mean, I kind of get where they were going with it, but the whole like kung fu theme in Chinese, like kind of thing going on. We're not gonna talk about that anymore. Okay. All right. So the first movie is A Silent Voice. So for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, it's basically it's an anime film where basically this guy typical guy and a girl type of relationship, but the thing was this girl is deaf and she can only speak in sign language, and the guy that's like trying to like fall in love with her, like he's trying his best to communicate sign language to her. But the funny thing is that before, that guy used to bully that deaf girl so many times with his friends. So to me, I related a lot to this movie because I felt so bad for the girl in this movie so many times for her being bullied a lot, because I got bullied a lot as a child. So yeah, and then the way that this guy redeems himself throughout the movie, I'm like, yo, this guy is actually doing a really good job in redeeming himself. And then Be With You, this is one that Juan showed me. Juan, I really fucking cried in this movie too after watching Miracle
Is
in
this a
Cell
film
7.
that we watched together?
It's the one with the penguins.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with the
Penguin
penguins. Yeah, like so Be With You, it's basically the story of this child and his father. They somehow stumble upon their mother, who is somehow resurrected, and the whole film is just the mother regaining her memories of that family. And I'm just like, this is too fucking wholesome. Like, this is so wholesome, like I could shed a tear, and I did. Juan, remember that moment in the movie where the dad had like that health condition and then the kid was trying to find the mom or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
That one fucked me up so hard, dude. I love that movie. It's another great.
Bad.
Too bad. What do you mean by that?
Bad. She dead.
I know. She's. That's why it made me cry so much. But then that ending though with the note, I'm like, yo, this one it's. Yeah, and then I think we also watched the Japanese film too, or the Japanese adaptation, which I believe was the original one.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? I remember. Remember we invited one of our friends over to watch the Japanese version, and there's that scene with the girl putting her hand inside the pocket of the dude.
Yeah. It was MK.
Was it MK? I thought it was someone else.
No, it was MK.
Oh, I think it was him or someone else that looked at me as like, "Hey Brian, do you want to do it? Here's my ass pocket."
That was MK.
I thought it was quack quack.
No, that was MK.
I just stared at it. I was like, man, fuck off. So then, for the Marvel film, I put in the first Captain America movie. I'm sorry, Ivan, but I'm on Team Captain America. As much as Iron Man stole the show for that last movie, I still like Captain America.
Yeah, because you like that back in ass, huh? I know it.
Now that's America's ass. Like, I saw the first Iron Man film. I thought it was good, but then when this came out, I remember I had a lot of fun memories of this one, because again, I love that how Captain America developed from this weak ass scrawny kid who wants to get into the military to like literally the buffest dude in all the army. But yeah, I really liked the first Captain America film. And then the last one I had to put in, I was gonna I did say Disney film, but I was thinking which Disney film to put, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and say Star Wars: The Force Awakens with Daisy Ridley. This the Rey, the person who played Rey in this movie. I don't know.
I love her.
I think she did pretty well to be that character that's just like is she actually like the next like Luke Skywalker? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like,
I love her.
I
She's
don't know.
hot.
You still say that, Brian. That movie hurt. That movie made a lot of Star Wars people,
Really?
fans, angry.
wait, really?
Yeah, that movie made a lot of Star Wars fan angry.
Because of what? Because of Rey?
I'm not sure, but it made them angry.
I don't think I've ever heard the drama behind this movie, but I don't know. I think Rey was pretty well in this movie. Finn was well done in this movie. Like the way he helps out Rey in his action scenes, like he was actually done pretty well. But then he kind of got meh within the next film because he was just a side character at that point. Yeah, and of course I had a lot of people know that people were simping for Kylo Ren. And I know Ivan too has a word or two about Kylo Ren.
Nah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
But yeah, so those are my top 5 favorite films. So just basically to recap, for Juan, he put Miracle in Cell 7, Gonjam Haunted Asylum, Memories of a Murderer, Our Times, and Extreme Job. For Ivan, he put Spirited Away, Interstellar, The First Godfather, and The First Iron Man. And then lastly for me is A Silent Voice, Be With You, Captain America, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and Kung Fu Panda. So yeah, like out of I guess one last thing before we sign off is like what kind of movies do you recommend to people to watch?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
The Wolf of Wall Street? You didn't even put that down.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Highly class movie. Mwah.
Alright, okay, that falls under Ivan's etc. section.
Yes, go watch. Just go watch movies. Like,
Yeah. If I had to pick some, Ivan, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, like, regardless, like, what kind of movies you like, just go watch movies.
Even the hentai films.
It's it's the greatest thing ever. I don't know. I can't imagine a world without movies. Go watch movies. Support the film area. Support the industry. We're dying. Like, no more movies. Imagine no more movies in like after 20 years. God damn it, people.
No, we wouldn't have Netflix.
Exactly. Go support movies.
Even supports like small independent creators too. Like support people who are making the short films, like Ivan's doing.
Yeah, like me.
You don't even have your own channel yet, or like a platform.
I have a web.
Oh, you do, really? you wanna put it out here?
No, it's okay.
It's still in development. It's still in development.
Yes.
But yeah, if I had to recommend films from any of our lists, honestly, I would say A Silent Voice and Miracle in Cell 7. If you want to cry. But if you want like a good action one or a good like story, yeah, I would say like any of the Marvel movies we said, which are just basically Iron Man and Captain America. I just realized.
Or you can watch Scarface.
I don't think I've ever seen Scarface.
Do you know what Scarface is?
I don't think so.
The one where Al Pacino where it says, "Say hello to my little friend."
Oh yeah. Okay. I know the reference, but I've never seen the movie.
It's a good movie. If you should watch it, you should also watch the Leonardo DiCaprio The Revenant. That one's a very good movie.
Yeah.
The one he won the Oscar with.
Oh yeah. It was that movie. Okay. So yeah, from all of us here, go ahead and watch all the films we mentioned here, except maybe Kung Fu Panda because Ivan doesn't like that. But yeah, as always guys, this is gonna wrap it up for tonight's episode of Remember That. Make sure you subscribe to Apartment 308 over on the YouTube channel, like and comment, share it and all that stuff. And again, if you're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or on any of the podcast platforms, go give us a like and a follow, and let us know what your top 5 favorite movies are. Is it a Marvel movie? Is it any of the Korean films or a Chinese film? Let us know. And with that, guys, we'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.